What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Browns free agent target video as we have officially hit the halfway point in my free agent target series. As today, I'll be talking about a guy that is apparently high on the Browns free agent board. As, of course, I did a video late last night talking about some targets that the Browns actually have their eyes on. And believe it or not, this guy is high on their list. So, before I get into this video, as always, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, as Monday is legal tampering, and you're going to want to be subscribed because if things go the way I think they're going to go, I'm going to be busy making videos all free agency long because this team is going to be very aggressive on the free agent market, and I expect them to go after some big fish. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what we do. And as far as today's video goes, I'm going to be talking about a guy that is going to want the bag, and it'll be interesting to see if Andrew Berry's willing to give him that money. And that guy just so happens to be former Eagles defensive tackle Javon Hargrave. Now, like I mentioned, he's one of the top free agents on the market, and the Browns have their eyes on him. He's on their radar. And again, we'll see if Andrew Berry's willing to fork over the dough. I mean, if we really want him, we're going to get him. That's just the way Andrew Berry rolls. Now, look at Javon's background. He just turned 30 years old on February 7th, and he was drafted by the Steelers in the third round, 89th overall in 2016, and he went to college at South Carolina State. Now, what's really funny is his Twitter handle is @J_most_wanted, and he's going to be one of the most wanted free agents on the market. A lot of teams are going to want him, but only a few are going to be able to pay him. And if the Browns really want him, they'll be able to get him. Of course, we're going to be doing some restructuring and everything, so we should have plenty of cap space to get at least one big fish on the market. But yeah, I would absolutely love to have Javon Hargrave rocking the Browns uniform. That would be awesome, especially because I believe he actually played under Jim Schwartz, who is now our defensive coordinator. And word on the street is, he loved playing for Jim Schwartz. That could be a factor in his decision, too. You know, come play for a DC that you know, right? And man, if we get Javon and we put him next to Perrion Winfrey, dude, Javon might turn Perrion Winfrey into an absolute freak. And keep in mind, Perrion's already a monster. My God, imagine what Javon could do with him. Like, that would be nuts. Not to mention, look who we have at defensive end. Myles Garrett, and right now Alex Wright and Isaiah Thomas. And you already know we're going to address the other side. I mean, we could easily go after another free agent defensive end. Maybe, DeForest Buckner via trade. Right? That'd be lovely. I'm just going to say Brandon Graham, but apparently he's going back to Philly, which you can't hate that. He's been there his entire career. You know, go retire an Eagle, my guy. You know, because he's an Eagles legend. I think he essentially made the play that won them the Super Bowl, pretty much, on defense anyway. What did he do, have a strip sack of Tom Brady? Yeah. He's pretty much a legend in Philly. He's going to retire over there. Now you may be wondering, what about Fletcher Cox? Didn't we have interest in him too? The way I see it, if we don't get Javon Hargrave, I think Fletcher Cox could legit be an option for us. So, we'll see how that goes. But you look at Hargrave's stats, and yeah, this dude is an absolute monster. Of course, his career started in Pittsburgh, and he didn't really have the greatest start to his career in terms of sacks. Had 2 sacks his first 2 years. And then 2018, he blossomed a little bit, had 6.5 sacks. Then in 2019, his last year in Pittsburgh, he went down a little bit, had 4. And then he goes to Philly, and he's had 4.5, 7.5, and 11 sacks in those 3 years. That's very impressive. You know what's also very impressive is the fact that this guy doesn't usually miss games. I believe, if my count is correct, he's only missed like 3 games in his entire career. Like, that's freaking crazy. But yeah, this dude does not miss games. And hopefully, he can bring that to us if we were to bring him in. Because he is exactly the guy that we need. A guy that can just maul people and not only stop the run, but also get after the quarterback from the inside, too. Because lately, all we've really had is just pressure on the edge, and the quarterback can just escape up the middle because our defensive tackles get pushed off the ball by 5 yards. It's honestly very aggravating watching that. Jordan Elliott getting bullied off the line, Taven Bryan doing really nothing. Still kills me that was the only defensive line signing we had last year. Taven freaking Bryan. Yeah, I don't know why we did that, but okay. It didn't really do anything as expected. But, man, if we get Javon Hargrave, that'd be a big win in my book. But of course, there's going to be many, many more guys becoming available as teams make moves to get under the cap. And we'll see what the Browns do, as they're just a little bit over the cap. But of course, they're going to restructure guys like Deshaun Watson, maybe Amari Cooper, possibly Bitonio and Teller and Garrett. They're going to have a lot of money to use. And it'll be interesting to see how they use it. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think of the possibility of the Browns bringing in Javon Hargrave. Would you want him in a Browns uniform? If you say no, you're lying. And yeah, Monday's almost here. It's going to be lit. Hope you guys are ready for it, because I am. Hopefully I'll be posting a lot of videos and all that wonderful stuff. But yeah, I got 2 more individual free agent target videos coming up. And then I wrap it all up on Sunday with my 5 more free agent target video. And then Monday comes around and chaos ensues. So hope you guys are ready. But yeah, I am. That's for damn sure. But with that being said, guys, I'm Crazy Dog 99, and I'll see you tomorrow. Go Browns, and I'm out. Bye-bye.